All right, second battle of the new year. Rubicon's basement. Renato's back over with his vampire counts. 2,400 points. Renato, you want to go over your list real quick?
Fellbats, zombies.
Wait, check out the unit fillers, because with the tree stuff. Pretty cool unit fillers. All right, we'll put them back afterwards.
Mortis engine, uncompleted.
Uncompleted.
More Fellbats. These are the Crib Ghouls.
Right,
I use werewolves.
I'm going to zoom in on that. We put werewolf HUDs on, what, rat ogre bodies?
There's some rat ogres and some of the actual Crib Ghoul bodies.
Awesome. Conversions.
Skeletons behind with the Vampire Lord.
Gotcha.
Corpse Cart.
Mm-hmm.
Spirit Host, custom.
Custom Spirit Host, there's 5 of them.
The Vargeists.
Vargeist.
And then another Corpse Cart.
With a...
custom with the Ogre.
Yeah, he's got some kind of infected things growing on his shoulder there. And then...
The Black Coach, uncompleted.
The Black Coach. I hate that thing. And I'm going to zoom out. I'll go over my list a little bit here. Again, we just did straight up battle line for this. So we have the Orc, Savage Orc on the flying carpet over there in the corner. We have the Pump Wagon number 1, Pump Wagon number 2. They both have the spiky roller and the sail. Then we have 40 Savage Orc Biggins in the building with the level 4 Wizard Shrunken Head. We have, this time, we didn't remember to bring the Orc General there, so there he is, replaced by the Dark Elf in the last game. Then we have another Snotling Pump Wagon, sails in the spiky roller. We got 50 Night Goblins with spears, shields, and the net with a level 2 up in front. We have a Doom Diver. We have Mangler Squig. We have Vanguarded Wolf Riders there, and I might have saw over there. We have another Mangler Squig. We have another spiky roller, sailing, Snotling Pump Wagon, Doom Diver, and 50 Night Goblins, spear, shield, and nets.
Do you want to explain the tray pieces are impassable?
Oh, yeah, right on. So we stuck this thing out here, impassable terrain there. That little thing there is impassable. Graveyard's impassable. The swamp is impassable, and we're calling that a building, right? Building and a house, and then this house here. So Orcs and Goblins won first turn for roll, and we'll go first. We'll be back after movement. All right, Orc and Goblin movement. We saw a Savage Orc Shaman, or Savage Orc Warboss, fly up to the impassable terrain. We had some Wolf Riders fail a charge against the Corpse Cart. White Sail Pump Wagon and Red Sail Pump Wagon move up. Savage Orc stayed in the building. Yellow Pump Wagon moved up. Night Goblins moved up. Mangler, Black Sail, and Mangler moved up.
The Black Sail actually hit a...
Right. The Black Sail hit moved too far and hit the Wolf Riders and destroyed them all. And these Night Goblins moved up. So we will get back with magic after this. Alright, so magic phase. We had 9 dice. Cast the Curse of the Bad Moon. So we got a vortex flying around there with a toughness test or die. No armor saves. And we cast Vindictive Glare at those guys. 2 dice 6, strength 3, and we did 5 wounds. He's got 1 guy left with 1 wound. So that's it. We'll move on to some shooting. We'll be back. Alright, so both Doom Divers targeted the Corpse Cart in the center. Both hit, did some wounds, but only 2 got past the 4. We are on to my shooting. There is no hand-to-hand, so we are on to Vampire Counts turn 1. Let the misery begin. So on this flank, the bats moved up to here, and the ghouls, right? Ghouls? No, zombies. Shuffled. This bat flew all the way up to here. Corpse Cart moved there. What are those things? Crypt ghouls? That's what they are. They expanded. Bunker shifted. Mortis engine shifted. Vargeist flew over there. Spirit Host did his multiple free reform for being skirmishers and got away from the vortex. And the Black Coach moved over there. And we're on to magic. We'll get right back. Alright, magic phase is done. Renato dispelled the magical vortex. So we're on to Orc and Goblin turn 2.
Move those goblins?
No, those goblins are going to stay right there. So we have Manglers both moved up. Both of them tried to hit the corner of the Corpse Cart, but they both failed. This one pumped real hard and got into the corner there of the Corpse Cart. This one just shot there. My flying carpet Savage Orc, dumbass, tried to charge the Vargeist. What did I need? I needed a
You rolled
14.
a 2 and 1-1?
Yeah, I rolled a 2-1-1. I needed a 14. I got a 13. So he fails to charge and trips and goes 2 inches forward. This pump wagon tried for a long charge against that corpse cart and failed. So I moved the Wolf Riders there. Then this pump wagon, my bad guys, ran into that black coach. So we pumped real hard to get there. And for remaining moves, that was pretty much it. Yeah. All right, so we are on to magic. We'll get back in a minute. Okay, magic phase. The mushroom was poisonous. So the magic mushroom dice, that guy failed to cast. Nothing bad happened to him, though. He rolled a 4 up on the mushroom dice, but the spell did not go off. And then we did a single foot of Gork stomp and smashed 2 of the Vargeists. Rolled, and so 2 of those guys are dead. And we're on to shooting. We'll be right back. Alright, Doom Divers, both of them shot, 1 missed, and 1 took out another Vargeist. So there we are. We shooting done is now we're in a hand-to-hand. It's chomping time. Alright, so this pump wagon smashed into that thing, and I won combat. I did 1 wound. I won combat by 1, so it crumbled and died. And then over here, Pumping Waglin took a wound,
3 wounds.
but I did 3 wounds plus the charge in, and it crumbled and popped. So now we're there, and because you crumble, I can't even reform with that thing. But that's carrying a wound. So awesome. That's Movik magic, and shooting is done, and that was hand to hand. We are on to Renato's turn 2.
Well,
I think you can. All right. So Vargeist charged into the Wolf Riders there, and Corpse Cart charged in the front of the Pump Wagon. Reform. Crypt Ghouls charged the Pump Wagon. These zombies, hey, you know what? At least this game, the Manglers got to eat something. So they ate, 15 zombies? Mm-hmm. And then they died with their 3d6, strength 6. That bat chillaxed. And
I forgot to
this one, we're going to go back and move them. And these ones jumped up on the Doom Diver into Renato's magic phase.
Sorry.
Bucks. All right, so magic phase happens, and he casts a spell irresistible on 2 dice, and he grew a Vargeist back. So he's got 3 wounds of Vargeist there, and we're arguing over rules and magic and stuff, and line of sight stuff, and it turns out that Renato's looking at 7th edition mini rule book, and I'm looking at the big rule book, and we're both so right in our own rule books, but that's why we play the game, for the fun of it. All right, we are on to, that's Renato's magic phase of turn 2. You got any shooting?
No, hand to hand.
No, we're in the hand-to-hand. We'll get back. All right, so we did hand-to-hand, and the Vargeists ate the wolves, and the Corpse Cart ate the Pump Wagon and overran a little bit. Oh, no, not all the wolves. Here's a once bitten 360 to the thing on gaming tokens. I made these happy feet to represent that wolf is fleeing, so I don't forget. And let's see what else happened. Crypt Ghouls just obliterated the Pump Wagon, but couldn't overrun. The zombies were stuck there in the way. And the ghosts didn't do anything. And, they killed one. And then combat resolution saw 2 wounds go onto the ghosts. And these bats over here beat the War Machine by a charge and failed their leadership test. I needed to get my general over there. So they skedaddled, and no overrun according to the new FAQ. We'll get back on Orc and Goblin turn 3. Orc and Goblin, top of turn 3. Flying Carpet Savage Orc goes into the Vargeists. This Pump Wagon compulsory charges into the Crypt Ghouls. This Pump Wagon just making a pit stop at the tower. Savage Orc stayed in the building. Netters are here. Netters are there. And my general stood up to defend the other Doom Diver. On to magic. Cast Curse of the Bad Moon, but he dispelled it. And no other magic went off. So we are on to shooting. We got 1 Doom Diver left. With pinpoint Night Goblin accuracy, we destroyed the bat. And we are on to hand-to-hand. Savage Orc on the Flying Carpet takes out the Vargeist in combat. So he got to overrun with his Frenzy. Put him on a line of sight there. Over here, I did 2 wounds to the Crypt Ghouls. But despite everything, he just slaughtered the Pump Wagon. Here, he took out 1 more guy. and I crumbled 3 wounds, so he lost the base, and he's got 1 over there. So we're on to vampire counts, turn 3. All right, Renato charges the bats here, move zombies up, corpse card up, mortis engine up, reform those guys over there, and he's got whopping 3 dice for magic this phase. We'll be back. All right, Renato did no wounds to the night goblins and crumbled a full base this time. And bats came in, did no wounds, and the night goblins smacked some of those guys down. And that's it. We're on to Orc and Goblin, turn 4. Orc and Goblins, we got some charges. Night Goblins made the charge into the zombies. Failed to rally there. We're still here. The general moved out to be able to see those guys. And Savage Orcs, where'd they come from? Showing up on turn 4, Renato says. People are going to wonder where they came from. Well, they were in the building the whole game. And now they're out. And Savage Orc couldn't see the skeleton unit that was over here. So he just flew back and turned around so he wouldn't have to worry about failing a frenzy test to charge them. And the pump wagon says, we've seen enough scary stuff over here on the left flank. We're heading for home. And we'll get back on magic. Not a bad magic phase, but Renato saw all of my spells go away. The vortex, the foot, the whatever, it's all gone. So we're done with magic and nothing eventful happened. We rolled lots of dice and Renato howled like a wolf because I tried to stomp these guys, which I did, and rolled a hit and got 3 of them plus a corner of the mortis engine. But he regened everything and didn't wound the mortis engine at all. Rolled a 1. So we'll get back onto movement magic. Shooting, there is none because I'm in combat down here with the Doom Diver. So we go right to hand to hand. Oh, this might have been a mistake putting those guys in there 1 by 1. So we crumbled 1 and onto, oh, and then over here he killed 2 gobos and I killed the bat and we held. And over here in this hand to hand combat, he only lost 1 wound on that round because he killed a couple guys. And we're on to Renato's turn 4 for vampire counts. Alright, so Renato passed Swift Reform on the Crypt Ghouls, moved them there. Moved Mortis Engine up, Corpse Card up. Doing some shenanigans with his Lord. And rolled 9 for the magic phase. We'll get back after magic phase.
Just wanted to cover your...
So we got Curse of the Years off on those guys. And what spell did you get over there?
The Van Hale's Dance Macabre.
Oh, right. And that's it for magic. We're on to hand. We got some grind fests over here to go.
Netter.
Night Goblins netting themselves. Oh my god. So I won combat by 1 there, even though I netted myself. And he crumbled once. What else do we have? Here we got this grind going on here. He's got Curse of the Years off on those guys. And we're entering Orc and Goblin turn 5. Alright, we got some charges going on. We got the General charging into the rear of the bat. Failed to rally the Wolf Rider. We still have this grind fest going on. We got that grind fest going on. Savages charge into the corpse cart. They failed their frenzy check, so I had to charge in. So in the corpse cart, and then we're going to do some overrunning. Hopefully, if I can just destroy it. And then my Savage Orc on the flying carpet came in behind here, 17 inches away from whatever mischief that... What's that thing called again? Mortis engine can cause. And then in compulsory, I just moved this thing this way because I couldn't go through that. We called that swamp impassable, so I couldn't get into the corpse cart, so we just moved it this way. And we'll get back after magic. Alright, so I did get Curse of the Years dispelled on that, and I failed to cast with that god-blessed mushroom dice. I keep rolling 1s to net myself in that mushroom dice, but he rolled a 4 up, so he is good. And that's movement magic. We have no shooting, so we are off into hand-to-hand land. Here it comes, guys. Turn 5. So over here, we netted the ghouls and did 8 wounds. None in zombies. Yeah, right. Nothing in return, so he lost 16 models. 8 from fighting and 8 from crumbling. Over here, Spirit Host lost this down to 1 base. Here, Savage Orcs destroyed the, I think, corpse cart. And then destroyed it in combat, so did overrun. So we're into there. We did dispel that remains in play. I think I talked about that already. And we are on to Renato's turn 5.
Feed the dog.
Gotta feed the dog. Renato's going super fast now. Mortis Engine charged there and made it. And the Crypt Ghouls managed to charge a flank there. And we're on 7 power days. We're going to zip through Magic Phase. Alright, so he's got to feed the dog. Magic Phase, he got Curse off on this. And this time he killed 5 guys. So it's... movement, magic, shooting. We're in the hand-to-hand on Renato's turn 5.
Here instead of trying to do the Van Hale's dance that way.
Right.
It won't be guaranteed, but if I could have got this chariot into your flank, it would have been a lot better.
Well, I think the mortar cinching would have popped because I did 19 wounds to your.
But I would have got the wounds going this way from that.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? The impact hits and the striking.
Yeah, and all the spirit swarms and stuff. Yeah, that would have at least made that survive. So we called it at the bottom of Renato's turn 5. These guys ate up. Well, maybe not, because I'm steadfast on a 5. No, they would have ran. All right, so Night Goblins would die. He's calling this because on my turn then, I'm going to charge that general into the back and get a boatload of attacks plus a rear. And then, you know, I'll only be strength 4 on this next round of combat, but there's just no way that he'd be able to stand. So his general's going to die and that whole skeleton unit's going to die. And then he's going to have to crumble. Because I'll do that combat first, and then I'll probably pop both of these units with static combat res, so he'll lose the spirit host. After crumbling, he might lose a spirit host, and he'll do a number of wounds to the mortis engine, and then I'll pop the rest of the mortis engine through combat res we're predicting. So all Renato really have left on the table would be the crypt ghouls and the unit of zombies, however many points those were, and I would have my general here. I'd have those points. I'd have all my horde plus my level 4 in there, and I have my savage orc guy there, and I'd have 1 pump wagon. So I mean, maybe we'll think about adding up the points exactly, but we were talking about just a minute ago taking that corpse cart or the mortis engine into the flank of the savages could have been huge because you'd have the impact hits plus all the attacks that it can do. That might have not allowed me to kill as many skeletons on that turn as possible. But anyways, thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate you watching the video, and hopefully we'll get another couple games in next week. We're off to play Talisman later on tonight. Thanks for watching. Bye.